Hey, welcome to Wise Monkey channel. Today we'll show you how to cut Spanish pomegranate. And there are lots of videos that shows how to cut pomegranate, and they in general miss one or two points at least. And by the way, this is inside of the pomegranate usually looks like this. If we cut this top, if we go in at an angle, then we can take the skin out nicely without damaging the interior seeds. Now inside there are chambers, usually 6, 8, something like that, few shells. That is just depiction here, shows how they're inside. It's not exactly where it is, what I marked, but once we cut the top off, you'll be able to see the barrier between each cell. And once we see the barriers, we'll basically use this pointed tip knife to cut the skin. Now, the main point that I'm going to show you is the bottom of it. The bottom has actually a big chamber there, a big cell. So if we cut the bottom as well on this side before we open it up, then we can actually separate the bottom. You can also cut this bottom in 4 or 5 pieces as well if you want, but ideally you don't need that. Now this is Spanish pomegranate, very tasty. We'll take one and start to cut it. Pointed tip is better. You go in at an angle, not straight, at about 45 degree angle. And go all the way. Just like that circle, but remember this tip should go a little in so that we can take the top off. Came off nicely. This is what I was showing. These are the cell boundaries. Closely look, these are the cell boundaries. Okay, these right here. So these are the cell boundaries, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cell boundaries here. These are all cell boundaries. So mark a line, just penetrate the skin, not too much. When you're cutting, always make sure the knife, to avoid cutting your fingers, there's nothing on the way, there's no finger on the way you are cutting, and if you miss it, it's not going to cut your finger. So cut all the cell boundaries. As you can see, there is, so these are the cell boundaries, right? Go right along the cell boundaries, just the way I showed you here, about that much, and the bottom go for another round. Doesn't have to be precise, but this one is not gonna go all the way, it just penetrate the skin. Make a circle. Okay, once that's done, you pull it nicely. Because I cut the bottom, look, it came out nicely. This is the bottom cell. There is another cell boundary at the bottom. Take it out easily without damaging. Very tasty and ripe, this one. So this bottom line actually makes this last cell come out nicely. That's the bottom cell. See, this is one full cell. Now you can start taking out with your fingers, or there is a separator actually right here, the bottom one. You can cut once again along this line. And it separates nicely. People can just bite it off, or if you want to take it out, then use your fingers to take it out. This is overripe actually. These cell boundaries, take it out. You can eat, of course, throw the ones that are overripe. Remember, the pomegranate doesn't rot easily. Although it looks bad, usually you'll find they are still good to eat, and you'll not get much. I don't get at least tummy ache or so by eating overripe pomegranate. It's not like mango. You can take this out. So you can serve like this. Nice piece. These kind of chunks are beautiful, tasty, and delicious. Okay, then you can finish the rest of it. So just to quickly show once again, this is another one we cut the same way. How fast you can go. Don't go too deep, it's gonna cut all the cells. Turn it, it's gonna come off nicely. Again, these are the cell boundaries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 this one has. Penetrate the skin. Just up to the bottom where it starts to turn. And do the same thing, cut this. You'll see it's the same as the first one. These are the cell boundaries. As shown before, comes out nicely without much major damage. Just this tip, you can just take it off, break it. There is 1 or 2 cells here. You flip, it comes off. Okay, so we cut open 2, and so you can either serve this way. Do not hit this with a spoon or so to take them out. Just to use your fingers, it's gonna come off easily, very easily. We took all these out slightly, lightly, so that they don't become all bloody. All right, so either serve this way or people can just bite it off from each of these chunks. Okay, like that button, subscribe, share. Hope this helps. To Wise Monkey. Thanks. Bye.